All right. How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Good, good. So, you just finished the Rip Dad's 12-week challenge.
Yes.
And tell me, well, first let's backtrack. Why did you start the challenge in the first place?
Basically just trying to get back in shape. Had a bad year, we'll say. Had no kitchen or house. We had a remodel going on, eating out every day, putting on 20 pounds. Made me feel sluggish, made me feel basically, you know, like crap every day, to be honest. And it was just something I had to do, break up the funk and get going. I've been always talking about getting back into it, and something always comes up, you know, that derails me.
Yeah.
And a buddy of mine, we started talking about it, we saw it together, and we made a pact. It's like, hey, if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it. We just can't, you know, keep talking about it. So here we are.
And then you came to the seminar. What was your take? I remember you said you were a little bit skeptical in the beginning. Talk about that. What was your take on it, and the reason why you ended up signing on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a skeptical person by nature. That's, everybody knows that. But no, with the first thing coming on the way of life for the boot camp for the dads, my first thought was trying to get information through the phone, and I didn't get anything. So my initial thought was like, it's more of a timeshare. They want to get you here. They want to sell you something. You know, so I still came to the meeting, showed up, and then when everybody was talking about, they had former clients or current clients and the staff, the coaches talking about it, and in my mind, just went from timeshare to, okay, this is more of a cult feel. But I was like, you know what? I got to do it, and I'm glad I did. You know, everything got blown out of the water. You know, everything I thought was not true. You know, all the coaches care about you, all the dads you work out, the accountability. It's a good group of guys, good group of friends. You maintain contact, you work with each other. There's no pressure. The pressure's you. You got to do the program yourself. They just give you the tools to do it. You know, you got the accountability. You got guys cheering you on, which is always good, and you don't want to let the team down. So it was a good setup. I mean, it worked out perfect. Like I said, my sarcastic and my attitude, stuff like that, you know, I was wrong. And it's easy to admit. I mean, the results are there, good bunch of guys, and I'm glad I did it.
Awesome, man. Well, you're a great guy, man, and we really benefited from having you in the group. What were the results that you got?
In 3 months' time, lost 35 pounds, just under 10% body fat, lost tons of inches around the waist. My shorts and pants fall down, so I'm wearing these elastic ones to keep them up. Sleeping better, less stress. Been actually going back to running, so there's no stress on my knees, or at least a lot less than it used to be, with the less weight on my body. Overall, everything's good. I'm chasing my little guy around more, doing more activity stuff, and hopefully we can continue doing what we're doing.
That's awesome. And last question is, what kind of impact do you think that this will have in the future with your kids and your family, you know, them watching you kind of go through this process?
Impact big for my little guy. You know, he's heavily into sports, so he likes to play nonstop, and it's like, you know, hey, daddy this, and I help coach everything. And there'd be days back in the day where I wasn't feeling good. I didn't want to. I was like, go out and shoot baskets by yourself, or this and that, or I'll watch you, or I'd quit. You know, now we're out there all the time. He's challenging me because, you know, he's 8 years old. Yeah. Daddy can still take him, but he thinks he's getting he thinks he's getting there.
Soon
so we
enough.
battle, we have our stuff, but no, it's a more active lifestyle. The eating habits are better. Again, that last year without a kitchen, eating out every night. You know, nothing's healthy. You're going to restaurants, drive-thrus, and stuff like that. And he also got in a habit with that, and I didn't like that. So now he's seeing the results. I'm cooking dinner more. You know, he's fighting me every now and again. He wants to go back and have his little junk food here and there, but ultimately he does his vegetables and his meat. Typical 8-year-old. But in the long run, it's good, and he knows it's building a foundation for him, getting stronger and bigger. Same thing with the wife. You know, we had a bad year of eating the stuff, and now she's trying to get back on track as well. So, nah, we've got the tools now. It's up to us to maintain and keep doing it.
That's excellent. And then the very last question is, if you were to sum up Rip Dad's program, the experience that you had in one word, what would that one word be?
The easy one would be awesome, but I was trying to think of something better, you know. But I'll stick with awesome, so I'm not racking my brain too hard. It's a great program. Awesome. Great guys, great people, great setup. Hopefully continue it on down the road. Stay in contact with the guys, keep working out with the guys, and keep it going.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Woo!